On this video, we're talking whether you should be a part of a solar company or an independent contractor and sell for yourself. Coming up. Hey, welcome back to another solar video on the channel. I appreciate every single one of you watching this. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you do by smashing the button down below. And if you like the content of the video, make sure you give it a massive thumbs up so it boosts us up in the algorithm and you actually be telling Uncle YouTube, it's actually Uncle Google, doesn't matter. You'll be telling YouTube that way, hey, give that guy a little bit of a boost. And so more and more people can actually see it. I'd highly appreciate that. So on this video is, as you can understand already from the title, is so we're gonna be talking about whether it's better to be a part of a solar company, meaning employed, right? A W-2 employee, or even if you're a 1099, or if you should actually sell for yourself, okay? And quote unquote, be your own boss, all right? In the industry. So there's no such thing as being your own boss. Everyone's your boss at some point, right? Your clients are your boss, right? Your service partner is your boss. You know, there's no such thing as be your own boss. But what are the benefits of the two? And that's what I want to talk about. So if I draw the line in the middle here on my whiteboard, you know, I'll pretty much give you, for example, here I'm going to put in employed. Here is pretty much independent, right? And I'm going to give you some actual reasons, or sort of like the only reasons you would want to be on either side, okay? And I'm not saying this because I'm biased or any of that. I just want to open up the eyes of a lot of people that are just getting in the industry, all right? So the first thing is employed. Let's talk about that first. All right, so when you should actually be employed, meaning like you are employed by a solar sales organization or a solar company that sells solar, right? So the first reason is if you're brand new, and get this, if you're brand new and you don't have any resources whatsoever. So meaning you don't know anything about sales, you don't know anything about solar, or you know about sales, but you don't know anything about how to sell solar. So that's when I would probably consider, you know, work for someone, you know, to begin with. So I would just say beginner, right? Right? If you're a beginner. Number two is if you have no resources whatsoever. If you have no resources, meaning like you're absolutely like, you're broke, okay? Meaning you cannot go out there and source your own leads. In most companies would actually give you the opportunity to close company-generated leads. Okay, so that's if you're, I'll just put it down as broke, man. Honestly, like that's number two. And here, if you're a beginner, even if they're not sourcing you with leads, they will at least teach you how to go out there and door knock, right? And so you'll be generating your own leads, but you get the training pretty much for free, okay? But what's happening here is pretty much you're getting a lot less than what you could be getting if you were working for yourself and have an EPC or an installer, you know, to install your deals. Okay, I can't think of anything else over here. So I'm just gonna leave it at the two reasons we put on the board for now. Independent, let's go to independent. So for independent, why you would actually go ahead and do that? Well, most people, right? If you have at least, you know, 3 to 4 to 5 grand and you know nothing about solar, you can learn how to do it, okay? We actually have training that will show you how to sell deals. Like I actually have a partnership with one of my good friends, Cale, and he personally trains people. But not only that, he'll close your first 5 deals and you can shadow him and see exactly what he's doing. And by the time he's already done that, which means there's no risk. If you're worried about, hey, can I actually go out there and close? Somebody that can do that is gonna help you out and you're gonna have your first 5 deals closed for you, right? So you don't have to do anything. That's if you're coming from a different industry and just wanna know, just heard about the great commissions in solar and wanna jump in, right? So that's what you wanna do. If you're just changing career, right? Career. And if you have, I would say 3 to 5 grand to invest, right? If you have 3 to 5 grand, you're good. Second of all, like I said, the commissions are a lot higher. The commissions are a lot higher, and that would allow you to grow your business a lot faster. Here, you're not employed. You work for yourself, okay? You work for yourself. So honestly, like I would say to you, look, if you're not broke, if you're not starting out, it's always a lot better to go out there and make partnerships with people, with installers, right? They could literally be nationwide, which will then give you the opportunity to close in multiple states, literally as many as you want, right? So that's why if I'm in the shoes of somebody who's just getting started, doesn't know anything about solar, maybe has heard about the great commissions in solar but doesn't know anything, right? I would go ahead and probably become an independent contractor, independent sales person and do this for myself, okay? Because the commissions you can earn in solar, right? If you're taught right how to sell and how to build value on the sales call, I'd go with the second option. Every day of the week, all right? So again, if that gives you a lot more freedom. So that gives you a lot more freedom to choose where you want to sell, right? Over here, you're pretty limited. If the solar company you're with can only sell in a certain area, you're pretty limited. And you're gonna get paid a lot less, which makes sense, obviously, right? Even on a company generated, even if you're, if you're a company generated leads, obviously you're gonna get paid less because, you know, somebody else went out there and somebody else paid for that lead, right? Somebody else paid for that appointment or that lead somehow, so you're getting paid a lot less, right? But even if you are generating your own leads, you're still gonna get paid less. Even though I know companies out there that have great structures and whatnot about commission pay, I would still recommend to go out there and become an independent salesperson because that's gonna yield a lot more commission for you. And you'll be like, you know, one of our mentees, Jordan Lally, who you can check out the video, it's like 1 or 2 videos ago, and the guy literally made $50K in a month with like less than $700 in ad spend, right? He spent less than $700 in marketing, and I got him 5 deals closed that yield him $50,000. The whole year of 2020, the guy made only 12 grand. And now he's out there doing 50 grand, right? I think he's still a student. You can go and actually watch my video with Cale, and you can actually see Jordan Lally himself on a testimonial video where he talks about his journey and what he went through. The guy was literally, he was at zero, okay? He didn't know anything about solar, right? Very little about sales. The guy started from the bottom, okay? So he got trained, he got onto the phones, we provided the leads, right? And he absolutely crushed it, right? We closed the first 5 deals for him and he made 50 grand. If you want to watch the video, go ahead and look it up. It's pretty easy to find. But back to the video again, and I hope that makes sense. I didn't want it to make it into a long and drawn out video because it doesn't need to be. The point is very clear. Unless you are beginning, know very little about solar, and most importantly, you don't have money to invest in marketing, you should do number 1, right? You should do number 1. If you're not sure, you should always go with number 1. But if you have the money, if you have the resources to invest, I would always, 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 always go with being an independent salesperson, all right? Work for yourself, all right? Take the bull by the horns, right? Like people want to say. So, because it's easy. If you're an independent contractor, you can choose where you want to sell. You can choose where you want to sell, what state. You come to us, you're like, hey man, just recommend me a good state. Where should I put my money in? I'm like, well, I love it. You should put your money in so and so, right? And then you start selling pretty much, in less than 3 to 4 days, which is crazy. It's mind-boggling. And you're not confined to your location. You can be anywhere, in any state, and still do tremendously well. Like for example, Jordan Lally, I'm giving an example with, I'm giving a lot of examples with Jordan because he's one of our most recent testimonials, and I love it, man. It's just so cool. The guy knew nothing, and I think he was from Colorado, and he ended up closing like 5 deals, and 3 of them weren't even in his state. He closed deals in Idaho, I believe, right? So just crazy. You don't have to be in the same state in order to sell solar. You can be anywhere, all right? So get that right into your head. So, all right, that's that. Again, I don't want to make it into a long and drawn out video. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a massive thumbs up or a little thumbs up, right? And if the conversation ever comes up and people ask, hey, where are you getting the good, right? Just give me a shout out and point people to our channel so they can actually get the same information you're getting. And if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, make sure you do by smashing the button down below. And if you want to grow your solar business, or you're just starting out like Jordan Lally, who made $50,000 in a month with no sales experience or solar experience whatsoever, right? Do yourself a favor and schedule a call by clicking the link down below. I will personally be on the call, so I look forward to it. To everyone else, hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again on the next one.